Welcome to the Scottish Wedding channel. My name's Debbie from Blacklash Makeup Artistry, and today we're going to be doing a Frozen Elsa inspired makeup look. We're going to start with the eye, and we're going to make it really night out friendly, so it's not going to be really animated. So what we'll do is we'll start with a paint pot, keeps the eye makeup on nice and sleek. So you're just looking to take a little bit and just sweep it across the eye. Don't be afraid to be quite heavy-handed with this product, and you can take it right up to the brow. That's it, so it gives you a nice base. Then what we're going to do is start with a nice blending colour. So I'm using Wedge from M.A.C, nice big fluffy brush, just right over that eye socket, nice and high. So this will just give us a nice gradient into the other colours. So the main colours we're going to be using today is like a palette of purples and pinks, and then we'll give it a wee bit of shimmer in the middle as well. So we're going to start with quite a strong purple, and we're going to pop it in at this corner here. Getting it right into the crease line. So you should have that effect, so 1/3 of the eye over. And then what we're going to do is work from the outer corner in. And we're going to be leaving this section of the eye just bare at the moment. Just put your head down for me. So it doesn't need to be too neat at the moment, you just want to get that colour packed on first. We're going to go back in with our nice big fluffy brush. Take a bit of Sushi flower from M.A.C, which is a nice pinky tone. We're just going to blend that out a little bit. Just right over that socket line. It's really your choice how strong you want to go with the colours. If you want to really make it look like the Frozen character, you can go in really deep with colours, but we're going to keep it more like a beauty look. And then we're going to take a slightly smaller brush just to pack on a bit more colour. And I'm going to use a bit of Beautiful Iris from M.A.C as well, and that's going bang in the centre. So this has got a nice bit of shimmer on it, so it'll really pick up any highlight. Again, don't be afraid to be quite full on with this colour. So it's more like a spot look effect. So you should just see a little bit when the eye opens. Just close again for me. And what we're going to do is go back in with the purple and deepen that up. So again, in with the vibrant Grape and pushing it right into the corner. It's fine to get your colour on first just to see where you want the placement to be, and then really go back over it to get the strength. What we're going to do is pop a little bit of a stronger pink just over that crease line as well. And this is Passionate by M.A.C. Just a little bit just at the top of the purple there. Again, your big fluffy brush for blending. And blend that out nice and soft. So what we're going to do is line under the eye as well with a bit of colour. Just go back in with your purple vibrant Grape, just like that for me. So what we're going to do now is just give Simone a really nice cat flicked liner. It will bring the eye all together so it keeps it nice and smoky. And we're going to use a Chromographic liner from M.A.C, and it's called Black Black. I like using a really fine brush just so it gives you a nice neat line. So what I always do is I always start from the middle of the eye and just work a tiny little line, and then just work my way in. Just close for me. So this is the easiest place to start. So you just get that tiny little line. If you just open for me. So this is really going to depict where this flick starts as well. Just close. Just complete it into the inner corner. And just open. The best thing to do when you're doing liner is do it in little stages. You don't need to do it in one big sweep. The smaller the stages, the neater you'll get it. And I always like to just create the flick first. And then join it back up. Always make sure your brush is loaded with product as well, it makes it easier. Just close again. And just look around to me. Perfect. What we're going to do for that wider eye look as well is pop a little bit of white liner just into the waterline. So if you just look right up for me. Perfect. So it'll just give you that nice wide eye look. And then what we're going to do is pop a bit of mascara on and get some false lashes on. It'll just give it that real nice party look. So I'm going to use a bit of Zoom Lash Black from M.A.C. Just look right up. Always get your bottom lashes first, just so as when you go to do the top ones, you don't get lots of mess all over the lid. And just open. Okay. If you want, you can fill this inner line with black as well. It's really up to yourself, but because Spoon's got such a nice blue eye, it's nicer to make more of a feature of that with that little bit of white liner. So what we're going to add next is some false lashes. I'm using Red Cherry and they're Demi Wispies. They're really nice, really easy to apply, and they're quite comfortable as well. You don't find you get that sort of irritation with them. I always like just to give it a bit of a weight just so as the glue goes tacky. It makes it much, much easier to apply. Stops it sliding around. I also usually give the lash just like a little bit of a wiggle in towards itself. It just gives it that bit more flexibility. And also keep the shape of the eye. Grape, if you just want to close for me. So this glue will eventually just disappear, it will go clear once it dries. How does that feel, Simone? Okay, just open for me. A few wee blinks. So you can see how that really just completes the look. If you want to add a wee bit more depth into it, you can just add it right into the corners. That will really smoke it out. It's really up to you how dark you want to go with it. So again, just in with a little bit of sketch from M.A.C. Just close for me, Simone. Just right into that crease line. And just even join it right up to that flick on the liner. What you can do is you can go back over the liner as well if you want to really just hide that band completely. Just getting a wee bit more liner. Just close for me, and just right over the top of that band. Look right up for me. If you want, there's also the option to pop a little bit of glitter on the eye as well if you really want to make it that party look. But today we're just going to keep it a nice beauty look. So now that we've finished the eyes and Simone, we're going to move on to cheeks and lips. So we're going to keep it nice and pink to fit in with the theme. I'm just going to use a little bit of a really nice shimmery blush. Just pop that wee for me. Just nap of the cheek. A few wee circular motions and then right up to the temple. It's always nicer to pull your blusher up the temple rather than across the way. It will just give you a nice high cheekbone look. You don't want to go too pink with it, just a nice subtle little hint. What's also really popular just now is that really nice highlighted cheekbone. If you want to just leave it as is, that's fine. If you want to pop a wee bit of highlight on it, it will just give you that little bit more sheen on that cheekbone area. So we're just going to take Soft and Gentle from M.A.C and just pop it right onto the cheekbone, just the temple. And just the other side for me. What this does, it also makes it look as if your cheekbone's a bit higher, so it really pulls it up. You can finish with a little bit under the eye as well if you want to make the eyebrow a bit more, a bit stronger looking. Just tiny little amounts, so just right under the arch. Just gives it a little bit more definition. And you can also pop a little bit just in the corner as well if you want. Your highlighting should always be left to last so as you know really where you want the placement of it to go. Okay, so we're going to move on to lips, and again, sticking with that nice pinky theme, we're going to use Hip and Happy liner from M.A.C. Just line the lips first. What I've done with Simone is I've popped a little bit of lip conditioner on first before we started the makeup. It tends to let the lip liner glide on a lot easier. It just means you've not got that drag with it. And what we're going to use is a bit of Vanity Fair from M.A.C. This is a really nice bubblegum pink colour, but it's still got that glossy finish to it. So that's it, that's our Elsa from Frozen inspired makeup. Nice and pink, but it's very wearable for a night out as well. So if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to get in touch, and thanks for watching.